Welcome back to the shop. Listen, I sound like a broken record now. We got even bigger news from AITX. I mean, listen, this is every week we're getting bigger and bigger and bigger news. I mean, it's hard to believe at this point that we could have so much good news coming out week after week. It's almost just as shocking as these mass shootings week after week. We got week after week mass shootings and week after week bigger and bigger news with AITX. So those of you that don't know, we had another mass shooting at Philadelphia now. So it's like literally every week. And every week AITX puts out bigger and bigger and better news that can help with these mass shootings. I mean, at one point you just got to put two and two together. At one point, you guys just got to put two and two together. Now, besides that, I don't know if you guys seen the article where the mayor of New York is now looking into this technology. I'm going to leave it at that. But there's an article out there where the mayor of New York is now considering this technology for the subways. And wasn't Steve just in New York? But I'm going to leave that at that right now. So, now, let's get into this. Last week, AITX just filed to get on the OTCQB. Now, I just want you guys to understand the significance of that. When we're on the OTCQB, when we get on there, that's going to allow a lot of the institutions that had restrictions from buying these OTC companies now being able to buy into this company because we're in the OTCQB. I'm going to repeat that again. Once we're on the OTCQB, we're going to have institutions undoubtedly pouring in. Besides that, there's so many retail investors. Just old school retail investors that just been traumatized from how the OTC was back in the 90s. I don't know why they might not have been comfortable because we're already one of the few OTC companies that are fully SEC reporting. But once AITX is on the OTCQB, we're going to have just tons and tons and tons of retail investors that weren't comfortable before. Now pouring in as well because we're on the OTCQB. So now, we're going to get into a few shout outs in just a bit because here at the shop, we pay it forward. We pay it forward here at the shop. But let's get into these press releases from last week and this morning. Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions files for uplisting to the OTCQB. A global leader in AI-driven security and productivity solutions for enterprise clients is pleased to announce that it has applied to upgrade its position in the public markets and increase its visibility to a wider range of investors by uplisting its common shares listed for trading from the OTC Pink open market to the OTCQB, a U.S. trading platform that is operated by the OTC Markets Group in New York. Now listen. I want to read a couple comments from the AITX community. Right? Because I couldn't have said it better myself. And like I said, we pay the shout outs forward here at the shop. Big salute to Dark Watcher. Keep doing your thing, fighting the FUD. And shout out to everybody else that's on these chat rooms fighting the FUD from these desperate shorts and paid bashers. Dark Watcher says, wonder when the news on a monster order coming in. It's about that time. With people push this to Congress, charts lined up, New York City meetings, movies, TV shows, casinos, airports, car lots, 7-Eleven, and major cell and power companies, partnership with 42 security companies and international, now 2. Those. Mix of all this together, scored a deal that lowers the cost on marketing and on making the rosas. 4,000 shells at a lower price. Build, build, build. And sell, sell, sell. Big salute to you, Dark Watcher. I just want to add to that just a few big points, because I know I'm forgetting a lot. Besides all these airports, car lots, casinos, 7-Eleven. Did you mention auto retailers? Yeah, you did. But we're getting into residential. I don't want you guys to forget that in September. I told you guys before, that's a game changer. That's going to be a game changer because it's creating the other half. Besides the fact that AITX is creating its own industry in itself, the residential part of this company is going to be its own industry, apart on the side of it, working hand in hand. The gunshot detection, guys, I can't even, like, it's so much news, I can't even just remember all of it, but it's all in the videos. Those that have been with AITX for a minute know how much it is, and it's just hard to remember all of it, but this is just a few points that Dark Watcher hit on. Now, I want to give a big shout out to RN0269. I'm going to read a comment from him. He's basically giving an update, a breakdown of the weekly update that Steve did this weekend. Highlights from weekend update. Number 1, New York City gunshot demo is for potential clients, not investors. Our Brooklyn supporter nails it. That execution is key. Guess that's me. Salute. Appreciate the shout out. 3, we have now hired a professional writer. 4, we are working to have video management system that is compliant with Fortune 10 clients. 5, file to uplist to the OTCQB. 6, nobody offers a product like ours that has as many features in a single package. I'm going to have to repeat that one. I'm going to have to repeat number 6. Nobody offers a product like ours that has as many features in a single package. Nobody. Let's keep going. 7, one step closer to final approval on large sale possibly this week. A consultant was brought in for final vetting. 8, heavy interest from auto manufacturers. Have verbal commitments and proposals have been submitted. 9, another large utility and mid-sized city with verbal commitments. 10, one of the big 4 clients should be very public, no NDA this year. 11, hopefully Project S gets unveiled this week. 12, Rio and Tom being worked on. 13, Steve putting out another paper concerning inflation and interest rates. Guys, big salute. Market's about to open in 5 minutes. Let's have a great week. Salute to everybody at AITX, the whole team. Let's get it, man.